Hi, my name is Peter Walker, and I couldn't resist this Hood Street and Walker Street junction here as my backdrop. Walker and Hood kind of being on point with my topic. Psalm 94:16. God says through the psalmist, he said, "Who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers?" God's passion, his call to people. I love this picture. He's surveying the earth, and he's going, which of you, who of you will stand up against the wicked, against evildoers? They're scary people. Which of you, knowing my heart, God's heart, is going to rise up? You cry out to me, you cry out to God to fight evil. Which of you, demonstrating your faith in a holy and righteous God, is going to take a stand against what is evil and what is wicked, against the actual person, the evildoer? And I think of Matthew 5:14. I love the contrast of this. So you have in John 8:12, the famous verse of Jesus saying, "I am the light of the world. He who follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." But Jesus puts it to us too. He says in Matthew 5:14, he goes, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. You are the light." And we're saying, Jesus, you are the light. Correct. But in another sense, Jesus is saying, no, listen, you are the light of the world. I want you to shine. I want you to demonstrate your faith in the holy God and rise against the wicked, rise against evildoers. Psalm 94:16. Micah 6:8. The Lord has shown you, Pete, O mortal, what is good. Now, what does he require of you, Pete? To seek justice, love mercy, walk humbly with your God. Zechariah 3:9-10. Administer true justice. Show compassion and mercy. But it says, do not oppress the foreigner, the poor, the widow, the orphan. Do not plot evil against one another. Listen, this is the deal. We live in a dark world. Yes, we do. And I am not into despair, nor is the Bible, nor is God. He is a God who lives in holiness. He is in perfect peace. He says we can be kept in perfect peace. Isaiah 26:3. When our minds are stayed on the Lord. So we serve a God who is in perfect peace. And this God calls us into a zone, a river of perfect peace, even with the world in torment and with a lot of evil going on. But in another sense, Matthew 9:36, it says Jesus saw the crowds and was moved with compassion, and he saw them as helpless and harassed sheep without a shepherd. And then he turns to his disciples and he says, ask the Lord of the harvest to send out workers. I mean, Jesus is looking at these people. He's looking at our life and he's going, he's feeling compassion. He sees the helplessness and the harassment, and he puts it to us with him to call on God and send out workers. Will that worker be you? Is it you? Isaiah 6:8. Isaiah, who fell down before God because of the iniquity on his own lips. The angel takes that from him, touches his lips with a live coal, says his iniquity is gone. Isaiah stands and says, Lord, here am I. Send me. We are God's vessels against the darkness, against the hurting, against the abuse that's going on. And our first step, our only step, really, because righteousness is not in us, is to bend the knee to the Holy One who has purchased you and me. It says in Revelations 5:9, transacted us, not with money, but with his blood. And in him and through him we can partner with a God who is kept in perfect peace. And we can be in perfect peace, but we can also in that place be warriors against the darkness for God, in God, administering the true justice, Zechariah 7:9-10, that he calls us to administer here in this land. So first, be forgiven, bend the knee, receive the holiness. Let God move your sin as far as the east is from the west in Jesus' name. Then let's fight against the darkness and bring healing to the hurting in this place.